Hi, this is Martha here at my channel, Nalika Sims, with a video for Saturday Morning Makes. Hashtag Sat Morning Makes, which is hosted by Jill Norwood. You can look up all of the participants by entering this hashtag, and you can participate yourself by doing the same thing by uploading your video and using this hashtag. This is where crafters are showing their creations on Saturday, and do go out and check all of those wonderful creators and creations. This is my second video for today. The first one went okay, no problems, but it was too long, so I'm doing a second one, cutting it down a bit. I wasn't here last week because my internet was down, and my, did I miss it. All right, let me start off by showing you some of the things that I used. I'm going to do a journal flip through, and on this video I'm not showing you all of the pages that I showed on the first one. This is a Stampabilities stamp that I used. I use this little Stampin' Up stamp to use as splatter. Another Stampabilities. And another, a scripture. Hey, how about this way? This little stamp, just this portion of it. And I use this Martha Stewart punch. And Tim Holtz Oxide inks. I wanted to show this. I used others as well, but I wanted to show this holder. And I did get it. If you're on the fence about it, it's really wonderful because it keeps your ink from moving all over the place when you're trying to load your sponge, your brushes. I use this paper from Tuesday Morning from 21, and some of this diamond, well, one sheet from this diamond collection. I used from the resale section of my scrapbooking store. I used several of these sentiments. And Rubbernecker. This is a very interesting stamp. This one. And I use this as filler on 2 pages. That came from the resale section also. And I use this Tim Holtz flower. And I'll show the others as I get to them. Okay, one of my new stamps is this butterfly and flower stamp. I really wanted a stamp like this. The one I saw originally was by the Ton, but it has been discontinued. So I went out looking and I found this one by Creative Expressions. This, I made 4 pages. Here's where I used that butterfly stamp. I cut it apart so that it would fit on the page. Out of the 4 pages, this is my 3rd favorite. This is my 2nd favorite. Those of you who know me know that I like, my favorite color combination is green, black, and white. So I colored the butterfly with Spectrum Noir greens, just the leaves, and the centers I put green stickles, and that sentiment at the bottom. On the other side, my 3rd page, this is my least favorite. I used another butterfly stamp. Life is like a butterfly. You go through changes before you become something beautiful. I cut it apart and layered it there in the 3 places on the page. To me, I have just a little bit too much going on. Now, the next one is my favorite. So this is number 1. I colored it, of course, in the oranges, and I put the bright orange over here. And then I had this in yellow down the center. And it just didn't look right because it was orange over here and bright orange over here. Then it occurred to me to put orange in the centers of the yellow, and it just made all the difference in the world. And I put the sentiment down here. Then I looked up, and this paper was just poking out on my shelf, and it was just perfect to go with this design. So I pulled it down and put it as a backer on that page. Then I did a coordinating page on the opposite side, and this is another one of my new stamps that I'm so excited to show you today. This one is Creative Expressions. I am on this eye kick right now, and I found this one to go in my collection. And I used the acidic scape stamp down here, and that little postage part to go around the side, and some more of that same paper. Now we get to what I am truly excited of. Well, all of these last ones, I am just so excited to show you. This is a company that I have not used before, Visible Image, and this stamp is 2020 Vision. This one is quite large, and I use the Distress Oxides, the 2 shades of orange all over the page, and with some of the green, I used this on the floor, this bundle sage there, and it just wasn't quite enough for me. I wanted a background, so I used Elizabeth Craft Design stencil, and you stenciled it on in yellow, and that's what you see here as faintly on the background, but I really like it. Then I have some white splatter, and this stamp comes in the package also, as well as this one that says have a vision, and the other words were built into that one stamp. That's that side. The opposite side is this one, and again it's using Visible Image stamp, Where Dreams Take You, and it has this beautiful sentiment built in, and also Vision, another stamp that you can use. And I used the Vision stamp at the top, and I used the same process of coloring the page as I did on the opposite side, and I do like this spread. Okay, now the next one, I was looking for teardrops or rain, and I ordered this one from Amazon, Diane Reevely, and I didn't expect it to be that big, so I learned a lesson to always read the dimensions. But I do like it, and I used it here on my page with a stamp in the center about dancing in the rain, and then here is my little anchor at the bottom. But now my last stamp that I am just so excited about, oh my goodness, is this one. I love it. Another Visible Image called Face It. There are 2 designs, one with the eyes open, one with the eyes closed. And I learned that what works best with those stamps is this ink right here. And it's a funny story. I inked it several times and it just wasn't working. Then it occurred to me, check your ink pad, and of course my other ink pad was dry, but I did have a backup. This is where I put that Tim Holtz flower and the sentiment, and I just think it is just so pretty. So this is how these 2 pages look together. Oh, and on her lips I use this Spectrum Noir DR7, and and this is Copic color here on her eyelids and on her eyes. All right, now the next one, I have 3 more to show you after this one. Here she is with her eyes closed. I used the filler down here. the sentiment there and the same color on her lips. And I think she is just gorgeous. And the opposite side, the filler here, the same lips, the color on her eyelids, and a scripture here. And that's how these two look. Okay, now my last two pages. Here she is with that diamond paper, and her lips are in this Copic. And I also use this the white gel pen for some of the highlights. And here's one of the sentiments here. There's just not much to do to these because the stamp itself just does all the work. Here she is, the last page with her eyes closed, and her sentiment, and those absolutely beautiful lips. Uh, they are just, I mean, these are just beautiful stamps. Okay, that's it. I was able to come back in and cut this down some. Still a little bit long for me, but if you don't mind, would you please put in the comments which of these new visible image stamps was your favorite? I would appreciate it, and I appreciate your hanging in here with me. And blessings to you. Check out all the others. Thanks so much for watching, and Todah.